What if people hadn't invented the wheel? Did you know that for over 350,000 years of human history, we lived without wheels? Yet today, we can't imagine life without them. Every second, billions of wheels are turning across our planet, in watches, cars, factories, and computers. But what if this fundamental invention had never materialized? What if humanity had taken a completely different path? In this episode of Imagine If, we're going to explore a world where one of humanity's most crucial inventions remained undiscovered. What incredible alternatives might we have created? And could we have built our modern civilization without the wheel's perfect circular motion? The absence of the wheel wouldn't have stopped human ingenuity. It might have supercharged it in unexpected directions. Our ancestors were masters of alternative transportation methods long before the wheel came along. In the Americas, native peoples developed sophisticated cargo sledge systems that could transport multi-ton stones across vast distances. The ancient Egyptians moved massive pyramid blocks using a combination of sledges, rollers, and lubricants. Without wheels, these technologies might have evolved into something far more advanced than what we know today. Without wheels, land transportation would look radically different. Instead of railways crisscrossing continents, we might see vast networks of canals and sophisticated marine vessels. Imagine high-speed hydrofoil networks connecting coastal cities, or advanced aerial ropeways spanning mountain ranges. Cities would likely have evolved around rivers and coastlines, with inland areas remaining sparsely populated. On land, we'd still rely heavily on domesticated animals. But don't imagine simple horse-drawn carts. Without wheels, we might have developed advanced sliding mechanisms, perhaps something akin to the travois used by Native American tribes, but far more sophisticated. Picture streamlined sleds with ultra-low friction materials, pulled by teams of animals along specially prepared pathways. The absence of wheels would have profoundly impacted technological development. The Industrial Revolution as we know it would be unrecognizable. Without gears, which are essentially interlocking wheels, many mechanical processes would be impossible. Steam engines, which relied heavily on rotating parts, would need a complete reimagining. Like, subscribe, and join us in reimagining history. What's the most creative wheel-less invention you can think of? Drop it in the comments. However, human ingenuity would likely have found alternative solutions. Perhaps most intriguingly, the absence of wheels might have pushed us toward biological solutions. Instead of mechanical vehicles, we might have domesticated and selectively bred a wider variety of animals for transportation. Or we might have developed bioengineered transport systems that use principles found in nature, like the contractile movement of mussels or the jet propulsion of squids. Construction methods would have evolved differently too. Without wheeled vehicles to transport heavy materials, buildings might have remained smaller and more localized. However, this limitation might have spurred innovation in lightweight materials and creative construction techniques. We might see more extensive use of local materials and the development of sophisticated pulley systems, using sliding rather than rotating mechanisms for lifting. Yet the most profound impact might have been on our very way of thinking. The wheel and its circular motion have shaped our understanding of cycles, time, and mechanical processes. Without this influential metaphor, how differently might we conceptualize the rhythms of life, the flow of time, or the nature of progress itself? Surprisingly, the digital age might still have arrived, albeit via a different route. While early computers often used rotating drums for memory storage, and modern hard drives still use spinning platters, alternative technologies like solid-state storage prove that rotation isn't essential for information technology. The development of electronics might have focused earlier on non-mechanical solutions, potentially accelerating the development of technologies like flash memory. This thought experiment reveals something fascinating about human innovation. While the wheel was revolutionary, its absence wouldn't have stopped progress. We would have found other solutions, developed different technologies, and built an alternative civilization that might be just as sophisticated as ours, albeit unrecognizable to our wheel-centric worldview. The wheel wasn't inevitable. It was just one possible solution to human problems of transportation and mechanical advantage. In its absence, humanity's remarkable adaptability and creativity would have led us down other paths, reminding us that progress isn't bound to any single invention, no matter how fundamental it may seem. As we continue to face new challenges and seek innovative solutions for our future, perhaps we should remember that the most revolutionary ideas might come not from improving existing technologies, but from daring to imagine entirely different approaches. After all, every great invention began with someone asking, "What if?"